Okay, walking accomplished. Masterfully crafted. What else? Strange when your children surpass you. Sally knows something or other. To see all objects, characters, and exits you can interact with, click and hold the mouse wheel, or press and hold the space bar. Yeah. Those were Tom's tools. Alright, bros, we got cool tools now. Yeah, I know how you feel, man. My nephew, back in the day, he like socked me in the face one time and I wasn't expecting it, and it was like the soft part of the jaw, like right underneath. So it was like dang, dude. And of course today he's like a football player, so good times. Full Throttle? Oh, I remember Full Throttle. I didn't beat it. Click your tools to equip them. Now, right here. Left click on something to use them. Work on the gargoyle. We gotta play this mini game. Gargoyle's like, why'd you do that to me? My daughter, Sally. Stubborn as me. As stubborn as her mother. You've never played a point and click game? Oh, they used to have some really good ones, dude. Especially LucasArts used to make it before EA killed them off. Like they made, I want to say they made Monkey Island. I'm not sure on that one, but I think they did. Maniac Mansion, Sam and Max. There's a pretty good Strong Bad one if you were into Homestar Runner. There were like a ton of good ones. There were some good detective ones back in the day. Shoot, I'm forgetting the rest of them, but there were a bunch of good ones. Cough to get your daughter's attention. Yeah, it's cough. Yeah, Monkey Island's still going, although it's not LucasArts anymore, so I can't guarantee the quality. Come with me. Yeah, it was a fun game. I played the third one and the second one. I never played the first one. By the time I heard about it in high school, it was like super old. The cursor changes, so we can go over here. Yeah, who's hosting there? More with the big host. Thanks, dude. Actually sounds louder than normal. Yeah, pretty good animation style, huh? Oh yeah, escape room stuff's pretty good.
This should do. How do you feel?
Oh, can't complain. After all, there's a cozy tree in my back.
But I promise, this will be the last fire. After tonight, it won't be trees anymore, but walls and a roof. In Shiring, I will find a job.
And poor little girl, she looks so upset.
For life. To keep his palace in shape, but maybe strengthen the town's defenses. Plain things, Tom Builder. Just walls and roofs.
Was that our son?
There. Took me a lifetime to find some dry ones in this wet. Why didn't we just use your staff? That old thing would have done nicely.
Because that thing is precious. It's not made to burn. And we might be able to sell it. Right, now let's see if this does the trick.
I like his haircut. Make a fire, current location. You guys ever made a fire like this? Need to get myself some flint.
Martha, you want to cut up some turnips? We'll be making soup.
If it helps.
Alfred, you go and look for water.
Damn,
We
dude.
could just eat snow.
No, it'll be proper water for my family.
Martha's a straight thug. See that?
You sit, I'll take care of it.
You still haven't answered my question, Tom Builder. What if the bishop offered you a job like they did in Exeter? Something that is beneath your craft, but pays for a lifetime. Easy work.
Well, building something is never easy.
You know what I mean. After Exeter, you said I could create something that matters.
3 was really
something
fun,
that
more.
stands for eternity, or I could die setting up houses and sheds. But what if houses and sheds would feed your family? Would you stay this time, or would you keep on looking?
You know I could do so much more. Or should I care about my family?
I'd be glad to stay.
Would you now? Just promise me you'll think about it.
I need to find some proper water. You just collected a clue. Clues work like items. Use them on characters to talk about them, and use them on objects to ponder how the clue and that object might be connected. So.
Maybe we can sell the baby.
Alfred!
I'm joking. Don't listen to me.
Alfred.
I'll be right back.
I know.
Alright, well. Martha, what do you think about water?
Any idea where I could find some water?
Papa, no. I'm doing my job and you have to do yours. Anything else would be unfair.
Did you see a river nearby?
No, it's just woods.
You got the smart-ass daughter.
And it's just a staff, not a divining rod.
Stupid snow. Why did it have to come down just now?
Just what I need.
Should never have left.
Well, we're here now. Guess there's no use complaining.
Got myself a metal pot, son. Doubles as a shield. Think we should take this too. You never know when like a wolf or something might show up.
Can you see the sun yet?
Oh, it's not gonna let
No.
me take it.
But Martha,
Don't distract me. I'm working.
I love how your daughter is like, come on. I'll receive this mason's tool as a farewell gift in Exeter. 1125. He used it to lay the groundwork for new buildings. Oh, okay. Its shadow can tell time and point to the east, the direction the church must always face. Executor Tom's first time working on a cathedral, and initially it was like any other job. His master builder often scolded him for not working up to standard, but soon Tom began to understand the importance of proportions, the symbolism of numbers, the almost magical formulas for solid structures. The staff reminds him of his dreams to one day build the perfect cathedral from the ground up. So that's his dream, right? But he has to wager that against his family right now.
Hungry?
I'm fine.
And guess what usually wins? I would totally take that with me though, because you could use that in case something jumps you. But for some reason they're not letting me pick it up. I guess it's because it's your religious tool or whatever. You totally sell the baby.
I like Salisbury. I wish we had stayed.
They had no work for your father.
So what? I can work.
You're a mason just like Tom. If he can't find work, you can't either.
Salisbury. So they don't eat mutton over here? Frozen puddle. Oh. That's interesting.
Too hard for my fist, but my pot should break it.
Hmm. What's up, Crow? I'm gonna see if this game punishes you. Dirty snow. If this game punishes you for doing too many things. It kind of seems like it's that type of game.
Need something harder, like my pot.
Oh, I thought I just used the pot. Okay, maybe not.
Houses and sheds. Walls and roofs.
Oh, I missed. Okay.
I'd be glad. I should be glad.
Oh no. Oh, is he's having like an artistic vision. That should do. Part of me wonders if I'm supposed to go over there, but... Dirty snow. Oh, you can. Oh god, do I go help my family? I better help my family first. I totally want to go over there, though. What if I miss something? Yeah, well, help the family, help the family. So what do I do with the water?
That's our last pot. Be careful with it.
Yeah. Oh, it's for the soup, right? Yeah. Okay. And she's peeling the onions.
And did you think about what I asked you?
I still want to build a cathedral.
I might never build a cathedral.
Is that so bad?
Why is a cathedral so special?
Well, you've seen a few. You should know.
Yes, but there are so many already. Why do you have to build another one? Is it because God needs more houses?
May I?
If you must.
Well.
Oh, good lord.
Actually, a cathedral isn't so different from any other house. It always starts simple, with some walls.
And on top of that, you put a roof.
Very good. A roof to keep off the rain, and walls to keep up the roof. Together that makes one big, long, but dark room. Like a cave.
Fuck. Yeah, let's go with the windows.
So of course you may want some light coming in.
Windows.
Right. So the people inside can see what they're doing.
I think you forgot something. People can't get in if there are only walls.
So what do you suggest?
So, what do you suggest?
Doors, of course.
Right. And not only doors, but a big and impressive one to let in as many people as possible. By now, we've carved quite a few holes in our cathedral. Unfortunately, not every building can carry a roof like that, and have so many windows.
So what do we do?
Good and solid work. That's what we do. If we don't want our cave to collapse, we have to make everything perfect. Not only strong, but consistent and perfectly even. The walls, the roof, the windows, everything perfectly proportioned.
You shouldn't say big words like proportioned when talking to a child.
What does it mean?
It means beauty. Well, it means
Not fat.
not only will it keep them dry, it will give them hope. Agnes?
Mama?
Oh, who's good at this?
The baby is coming.
But it's not due. Have your waters broken yet?
Soon after we started walking this morning.
You should have told me.
I'm so tired. I don't believe I can bring it into the world.
Aw.
Look at all the blood.
Oh great, I gotta figure this out.
Children?
Martha.
Martha?
Reeds and...
Collect some reeds and make me 2 lengths of string, each big enough for a necklace.
What for?
You'll see.
What about me?
God, I hope she doesn't die.
Get more water. Take snow if you must and make it warm.
Maybe I should have sent him
Right.
for that.
Right, what can I do to help?
Cover me. Oh, your hands are cold.
I could warm them for you.
No, stay here, please.
How am I supposed to cover her? They take my own clothes off? No. I forget there was a way. Let's see. That and that.
What else can I do?
Keep me warm.
The water's warm now.
Put it next to me.
Okay, put your hands on. I think. Okay. Hold her.
I'm here with you.
I know.
What else can I do?
Keep me warm. It's not long now. Be ready.
Alfred,
Build a bigger fire.
go and collect more wood. Let's have a bigger fire.
More wood.
Do what your father tells you.
Yes, Mother.
Where's my beautiful daughter? Tell her a story.
Remember when Martha was born? And the Lady Isabella acted as midwife.
You were building a chapel, and you asked her to send her maid to fetch the midwife from the village.
Yeah, and she said, That drunken old witch will let her deliver a literal wolfhound pups, and she took us to her own chamber. And poor Lord Robert could not go to bed until Martha was born.
It's coming! Help me, Tom!
Hey, where's my daughter at?
It's coming!
I
I
think
can see it.
we totally screwed that up. I hope she lives.
It looks horrible.
He's perfect. A perfect boy.
Ouch.
You're still bleeding.
It's all right. It will stop soon. Tom,
Yes?
thank you for being my midwife. Do you remember the night I came to you? In your lodge? When you were working on my father's church?
Yeah.
Of course. How could I ever forget?
I never regretted giving myself to you. Never. For one moment. Every time I think of that night, I feel so glad.
I'm gonna hug her.
Me too.
Sounds like a death speech.
I hope you build your cathedral.
Oh no.
I thought you were against it.
I was. But I was wrong. You deserve something beautiful. Build a beautiful cathedral. For me.
Fucking A, dude. I wonder if I could have saved her.
Papa, what's wrong with her face?
Agnes. Agnes, wake up.
Hmm? I wonder if that's scripted. It's probably scripted, right? Right. There goes my lovely wife. Slash midwife. What is this? Trying to think if I could have saved her. Probably could have, but you had to play it perfect. Maybe not. Yeah, it said I struggled to support her. Huh. Well, I mean... it's a story, so I guess we'll just keep going. You guys still kicking it out there? Did everyone fall asleep?
The year of our Lord 1135 had come to an end. King Henry of England, son of William the Conqueror, had died. It was a time of poverty and death. In their despair, some had come to believe Christ and all his saints had gone to sleep, and that the pillars of the earth themselves had begun to crumble.
Brother Paul, stroke pony.
Is there no one to welcome us?
Who goes there?
The fuck?
We just crossed the bridge, right? That'll be a farthing for you and a penny for your horse.
I got you, Arnold. Mistake.
Monks and villagers don't have to pay a toll.
Sorry, I'm not good at this. I told Brother Paul. It's not easy doing the Lord's work when you're hungry.
Offer cheese. Ooh, I even got a big block of cheese. Nice.
It is not much, but I can share this with you.
Hey. I said share, not fucking. He just took the whole thing. What a nice guy. I have never given anyone all my cheese.
I hope now it will be easier for you to fulfill your duties.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Oh
will
my
you take
god.
care of my horse, brother?
My bot
Now
actually
come to see
works.
Prior James.
Amazing.
Prior James? That's him the bells are tolling for. Leave the horse here. I'll get it down to the priory later. The fish should go nicely with that cheese.
What? Why are they ringing the bells?
Don't you know? The devil has come to Kingsbridge.
Right, I'm really a monk.
The devil has come to Kingsbridge?
You can use Philip's Bible on objects to find out what the Bible tells Philip about them, or use it on the people to discuss matters of faith. The word of God on the horse.
Whoever is righteous has regard for the life of his beast. Whoever is righteous has regard for the life of his beast. By the breath of God, ice is given, and the broad waters are frozen fast.
Oops, no.
I wonder where Paul is.
Let's go over there. Watch, there's gonna be like a cannibal in here or something. I wonder what's over there. Maybe he's over here. I'll remember that when I bring the Mason family here. Okay, I guess there's nothing. Oops. This game has some really pretty art. The village is pretty much gone. There's a building by the fields, and there's a road towards the north. Okay, road towards the south. Oh, that's where I came from, I think. Okay.
Hello? I'm sure there was someone moving behind a window, but most houses are empty.
Yeah, so be it then. Go check out that building. Oh, we got sheep. Oops. I was for sure that the Bible was gonna do the sheep thing. Blessed are the sheep of the lamb, or whatever. Oh, the water wheel's frozen. That's sad.
Is this locked?
I've never even considered that.
Locked?
Alright, let's go to the holy place. Yeah, all I heard about this game, Arnold, was that it's really huge in Europe based on that book series. Like, that book series is basically Europe's Game of Thrones.
There was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth. The moon became like blood, and the stars of the sky fell to the earth as the fig tree sheds its winter fruit when shaken by a gale.
Here's all types of stuff. Check out the chapter house.
There's no one here either. Where are they?
Yeah, did everyone just get beat up? All monks used to be equal. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I like religious symbolism myself, even though I'm not a religious person that much anymore. It's a cemetery. Oh crap, these are probably all the people. House on the Prior at the Round Cathedral. We'll check out the house later. Let's go back into the cathedral. Actually, what is this out here? We're not going to talk about the garden. This looks like something out of Dark Souls.
Thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the pestilence that walketh in darkness. The pestilence that rode in on the lightning that struck our cathedral 4 years ago. Did you not all feel its presence here ever since? James did, and I did as well. But the Lord says, because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. Our beloved Prior James has served the Lord all his life. He shall be delivered from the darkness, from this dark earth.
Prior James?
Philip.
Francis?
For many years, James has been our prior. After the upcoming election, I vow to lead Kingsbridge Priory with the same steady hand. Amen.
Something's fishy here. Or is that just my cynicism?
Philip, we told your brother you'd come to Kingsbridge New Year's Day.
I did not expect to see you here.
I was on my way back to Gloucester and wanted to see you.
priest working in the world of politics. You must tell us about it, Francis.
Of course.
And his brother a prior of what now? 2 years?
It's been 4 years, Cuthbert.
I see. How are things in St. John in the Forest, Philip?
Sure.
Our little cell is happy and healthy.
Happy and healthy. Thanks to your brother, Francis, St. John in the Forest is prospering. His novices are obedient, his monks humble and pious, while our own priory is in such a sorry state.
You know James did the best he could. It was not his fault. Also, they make a remarkable cheese in St. John's. Come by the kitchen later to see us, will you?
Okay. He just takes off.
Brother Cuthbert seemed upset.
Well, we all are. The way James died was disturbing.
Ask about Devil. How did James die?
Disturbing? How did Prior James die?
7 days ago, Brother Remigius found James's room empty. We all looked for him for hours. Then we found his footprints by the bridge and a hole in the ice.
Oh no.
No.
Bang.
In the small hours of Christmas Day, he must have walked out on the river. We didn't even find his body. The river took him, and the cold.
I will pray for James. See me when you have time, Philip. I will be in the cathedral.
Well.
And I should go and see how Brother Cuthbert is doing. It's good to see you, Philip. Maybe things will get better after the chapter elects the new prior.
Hopefully. I will come by the kitchen later, Milius.
I don't even know where the kitchen is. What's Francis doing here, and where is he?
At least it wasn't Remigius who punished us. Brother Marcus said he's taking a beating now once a week.
I saw him crying yesterday.
He cried? One more beating by Remigius, and he'll run.
I don't think so.
What is this? Oh, this is like a progress. Okay.
Do you ever think...
Later, Arnold. Have a good night, bro.
I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time.
I gotta turn that down. Hold on. Oh, it's okay.
Everyone did, but I don't get beaten up. Is that him?
It must be.
Alright, let's talk to the young bucks here. Reprimand for talking loudly. Talk to novices. I don't know. Should I be one of those rules guys? Yeah, it's just talk.
You look like you want to ask me something.
You are Philip of Gwynedd?
Yes, but you can call me Brother Philip.
You see? Told you he wouldn't mind.
Yes. Now ask him.
How about you ask him?
I already asked Brother Andrew.
That doesn't count. He wouldn't answer.
Of course it counts. He was angry with me.
With both of us. We both had to say the...
If you promise to lower your voices from now on.
Oh, of course.
We promise.
Brother Milius told us you know the scripture very well. Could you tell us about God's temple?
Brother Andrew wouldn't tell us.
Must be a place. Cathedral.
That's probably what the guest master was talking about.
If you do something to a cathedral, it would be a sin.
Yes.
Each of us is God's temple in the way that he created us.
And what if someone does something to God's temple?
The scripture says, If anyone destroys God's temple, God will destroy him.
Even if he destroys his own temple of God?
So for Prior James, there's no salvation as well?
Yeah, I don't know which one to go with. You're not really condemning James with that. I'm starting to think it wasn't a suicide either. But should I really tell these guys?
For a self-murderer, there is no salvation.
What if the devil takes our souls too?
Commit yourselves to God. Be humble and pious. Be without sin. God's grace will not allow the devil to lay hand on any of you. Prior James will face judgment. It is between him and God. Do not be afraid.
No, Brother Philip.
Thank you, Brother Philip.
And I'm out. Brother Philip
So,
in the
but
hizzy.
Again, we're all God's temple.
All of us.
Because
Stone Cold said so. What's to investigate in here? Are we living in excess here? They're making quite the show of the chandelier, but it's not selectable. What is that, main gate? I guess we'll be pious and blow out more candles. Maybe that's the kitchen over there. Staircase. Francis.
I'm happy to see you, little brother.
It's good to see you too, Philip. Your hair is starting to get a bit grey.
Yours isn't. But at least in this one case, I will be the one to boldly charge ahead of you.
You've always been bold. You just don't admit it to yourself.
Francis, what are you doing here?
King Henry is dead.
I know. Word reached St. John shortly before I left.
First the king, and now Prior James.
Yeah, let's play devil's advocate.
The devil has come to Kingsbridge.
What?
Just something I heard. Something foolish.
And yet, these are dark times indeed. King Henry's death caused quite a commotion in the world of politics. There will be war.
Hold on, it skipped ahead. Wow, this is hard to control. Okay. For many years, our late King Henry has been without an heir. His only legitimate son, as well as several other relatives, had drowned while crossing the English Channel one night in 1120. Finally, his daughter Maud gave birth to a boy. It was Henry's last wish that his infant grandson would continue his reign as Henry II once the boy came of age. And until that day, his mother, the daughter of the king, would rule in his place. Despite being the rightful heir to the throne, Emperor Empress Maud is viewed unfavorably by most of our Norman overlords. The reason is Maud's marriage to Joffrey, oh god, of Anjou. The County of Anjou and the Duchy of Normandy have been rivals for a long time, a rivalry that now is about to become a war, taking place right here in England, where Maud's cousin Stefan of Blois has now crossed the channel from the Normandy and taken the throne by force. Oh wow. Okay. Interesting. It always comes down to air stuff, huh? Let's go.
If only we could stop the suffering.
Maybe we can. I came not just to meet you. I was sent to look for a messenger of my lord, Earl Robert.
Here? In Kingsbridge?
Farmers said the messenger was heading for Kingsbridge 2 weeks ago. The knight was carrying a confidential document that might change the course of the conflict. People here trust you. Maybe the monks here know something?
We will find him.
One more thing. No one can know why we're looking for the knight.
Oh.
Thank you for your help.
How could I not help you? You're my little brother.
Oh no, there's crows in here.
I knew I could rely on you.
Great.
The cathedra. It is not for me to take that seat.
Yeah, really? Oh, the bishop sits there. Alright, let's see if we can find that kitchen. No, it's not letting me go. Oh, there's a crypt. Ew. Or is that like holy ground or something? Oh, of course.
Locked.
Okay, let's go back. It's funny, they told me to go to the kitchen, but everywhere I've looked, there's no kitchen.
This priory is so much bigger than our small cell in the forest.
Yeah. Let's see how their maps go. Oh, okay, here we go. Where am I at? I think I'm at the gate. Right there, there's a clearing, the tall head, I remember that. The mill's all broken, guest house, kitchen. I've been all over here, and I think I was here. Okay. We'll make our way around. Let's go to the stables.
Oh.
Yeah, probably doesn't smell that good. Go say hey to my pony. Love you, baby. There, here's the guest house. There's the kitchen. Okay, let's go to the guest house. I wonder if those... Yeah, I guess we can't go in here. You know, I just had an idea, but I'll do it later. Here. Ooh, a fish.
Philip!
Brother Milius,
Math, what's up, dude? It's interesting. I think I screwed up the prologue.
Come! Warm yourself by the oven.
Is that Philip? Tell him to warm himself by the oven.
Thank you, Brother Cuthbert.
It's pretty good. It's got an interesting story so far. It looks like you're playing as multiple characters. So it's kind of like a Telltale game, but with actual interesting stories. And apparently the choices you make in this game really, like, affect the game. Like, I think I could have possibly saved the Mason's wife in the tutorial, and I just messed it up. Yeah. Well, it's interesting so
keep
far.
everything nice and tidy around here, Milius?
How you been, man? What you been up to?
It's not easy. This morning one of my ladles broke. That's never a good sign. Everything is falling apart.
Right now we're playing as this monk guy, so it's like very heavy religious overtone stuff.
Milius, why do you keep a beautiful pot like this around?
I think we're in the 12th century.
It reminds me that we should strive for order and beauty. I started collecting some seeds and nuts because I wanted to start a new garden.
A good idea.
I never got around to collecting more, though. If you find some, let me know.
Wait, what did he want? Pots? Okay. Okay, well hopefully the budget's a lot easier for you guys then.
Ah, wonderful.
I always put some extra stones on the stove to warm up water. Put one in your pocket, you'll keep warm.
Oh?
That's on the fire.
Ouch!
Careful, they're hot.
Did I actually get the stone? Have you seen any new games you like, Math?
Hard at work, as usual, Milius?
I have to serve salt fish 6 times a week now.
Salt fish. Oh, that
We
sounds
hear
good.
you have fresh fish every day at your cell in the forest.
Every other day, we even have poultry.
Poultry. So my blinker. Yeah. My cursor totally disappeared.
We, on the other hand, had a weak prior for 13 years. May the Lord rest his soul. What you worked hard for at St. John's is wasted here in the mother house.
After the...
Remigius. Put things right.
Oh my god.
Maybe we underestimate Remigius.
Oh,
He's about
Rimworld.
to burn
Nice.
all the books and documents in the Prior's room,
And a Fate 2.
including the Priory's ledgers.
Remigius says James asked for everything to be burnt after his death, except for his Bible.
What? Without the ledgers, the Priory's finances will be beyond saving.
Inquire about the night.
Did you see a knight in Kingsbridge?
How's Hand of Fate 2?
You mean, aside from the nobles attending the Christmas service? No.
Are you done with Final
There are any
Fantasy?
knights visiting us?
Was no one else nominated?
Only Cuthbert.
I refused. I'm too old.
No one else dares to follow in Prior James's footsteps. Not since he began talking to the devil.
What?
One day he started talking to the devil, as if they were standing side by side. He was bargaining with the devil for his soul.
I think
whispering about his sins.
I think I briefly stopped in when you were playing that to say hi.
Sins?
I should go check out that video.
We'll talk more later.
I have the feeling they're gonna nominate me, and that it might get me killed. But we'll see how it goes. Hops and honey. That's a good smell.
Brother Cuthbert.
Ah.
Oh, I didn't
we were
realize
waiting for you.
there was a free-to-play
I
limit.
hope you brought some of that wonderful cheese you make at St. John's.
That's too bad.
I gave it to one of your novices.
Why would you do that?
He said it's not easy doing the Lord's work when you're hungry.
Greedy brother Marcus.
What happened to his head?
You are too trusting, Philip.
I guess that's a bug. Interesting. I guess we found the devil.
Brother Cuthbert, you seem worried.
Friar James was a kind man, but the priory
That's
is in
cool.
a terrible state, Philip.
Did I tell you, Matt?
Philip knows. He was just too kind to say anything.
When I went to TwitchCon,
Yes, I know.
I went to a developers panel, and one of the developers was the people that did
I wanted to
Warframe,
use my New Year's visit to talk with Prior James about these matters.
the community
We should
manager.
be rich. The priory has much land.
He
and
seemed like a cool
collects
dude.
from many parish churches, but we are in debt. Our novices steal from us, Philip.
The novices are stealing?
It was like,
someone took my keys. Remigius blames me for losing them. But someone used them to steal food from the cellar, more than once. Today I found something missing again.
but it was the developers for that game, Epic, which are the guys who make Fortnite. Who else was there? The guys that do that one car soccer game, whatever that's called. I think that was all three of them. It was an interesting talk. They were kind of talking about how streaming and games are kind of helping each other along, and if game developers can like basically help foster that growth. It's kind of what they were saying.
Has there been a night to Kingsbridge recently?
That's cool.
Emilius,
That's
wasn't
cool,
there a poor soul found dead before Christmas?
I don't know if he was a knight.
He was put to rest in the cemetery.
The cemetery. That was the right thing to do.
Great.
Let us continue another time, Brother Cuthbert.
Of course.
It seems like there are so many, Man, this seems like it's gonna be a really long game. Which is fine, but... I'm used to, like, the Telltale style of, like, you know, 2 or 3 hour chapters. But this thing looks like it could be, like, 8 hours for this one chapter, the way they're setting everything up. And it is based on a book, so I guess I get it. Yeah, I always hear good things about Warframe. I've never actually sat down and played it since, it was like 3 or 4 years ago, and I've heard since then they've revamped everything pretty good, so... Okay, so I guess we're going to the cemetery. Let's do that. Yeah, this guy's out here. And we got some other guys down here too.
Brother Ronaldus, how are you?
Oh, the patches on his clothes.
What? How are you? Are you well?
Oh, Brother Philip. Yes, I am well. It's just that the dead won't stay in the ground.
What?
What?
Oh no, someone's taking them?
The dead. It's probably those badgers, always digging up the graves.
Oh my god, what horrible thing is happening here?
Rotten badgers.
Badgers.
We used to eat them. Now, they're eating us.
That's great. Oh, the novices are out here. So these guys are apparently thieves. Possibly, at least.
My father gave the Priory a good deal of land to keep me fed. I won't eat salted fish all day.
Me neither.
Shall we go into the cellar again tonight?
Yes, Brother Marcus. You still have old Cuthbert's keys?
Indeed I do. I hid them right in the church. Stuffed them in the large crack in the wall.
I could do some crack stuffing myself.
I bet you could.
It's kind of ironic, and the guy's complaining about fish while fishing. Interesting. Should I try to give them the talk?
We should go to shiring sometime. Heard they have a big-titted harlot there. One that would even do you.
What's that supposed to mean?
What are they doing? Alright, whatever. So there is, and a crack in the cathedral is Colbert's key, so let's go back in there. Well, math,
Because
man.
God created us in His image. That's why we can all pray to Him.
Good to see
We
you,
don't
dude.
need to go to church for that.
I'm always very,
No, we are the temple.
very happy to
But why a church then? Why cathedral?
come by and see what other random game you're playing. Because you tend to find things that I overlook. So that's pretty nice. Where is this crack? Oh, I remember the crack now. It was over here. When we found it, the guy was making a comment about how it was like the devil or something. I guess he was right in a sense.
The novice said he hid the keys in here. They're here. I have them.
Wow. Yeah, dude. Sorry I don't get a chance to drop by as much anymore. My sleep pattern's been off since hours change and they're overnight now. As you can see, I'm up streaming at this time.
This brother Marcus really did steal Cuthbert's keys.
Starting the stream at least. I wonder if Francis would know anything. He's the one
Philip, have you found something yet?
Not yet. I will see what I can do.
Okay, he gave me the quest. Yeah, right. Well, I'll adapt one way or another. Yeah, maybe I should give this to the old man now that I'm thinking about it. Let's get out of here. Alright, dude. See you later.
It's getting cold. When will these novices learn to close the door?
The cloth is useless, at least right now. If there's one man I don't need to preach to, it's Milius.
What was that?
Nothing. It's just... I thought I'd love for you to have more of a say around here.
I'm just the Kitchener.
And a friend. If you think I underestimate myself, then you do, too.
Maybe that's why we get along so well.
Good old Cuthbert.
The glory of young men is their strength, but the splendor of old men is their grey hair.
Matthew?
Proverbs.
I'm afraid I won't have much chance to improve my reading at my age. But I'll take your word for it. Proverbs it is.
These guys are getting a lot of salted fish.
Is not my word like fire, declares the Lord, and like a hammer that breaks the rock in pieces?
Praise the Lord.
Okay, I didn't mean to do that.
Ouch! Don't do that, you'll burn your fingers off.
How do you turn the fire out?
Are you looking for special seeds?
Well, I think we should grow a tree. Chestnut, maybe. There are a lot of them by the bridge.
I wonder if I should tell Cuthbert about his key.
Cuthbert, I believe I found your keys.
Where did you find them?
The thief hid them in the cathedral.
That is a sacrilege. Will you report the thief to Remigius, Brother Philip?
I will think about it.
Keep them until we know what to do, will you?
Where's Brother Remedius?
Milius, may I have a word with you?
What can I do for you, Brother Philip?
Yeah. Okay, let's get out of here.
You look like you have something important to do. I'll be here if you need me.
Wow. We could check over there. Maybe not. Man, deciding where to go in this game is fairly tough. I guess we'll go to the cloister. Yeah, let's go to the main gate. The prologue story started, it was a mason with his family. It was a, you know, stereotypical family, young girl, older guy, wife, and the wife was pregnant, and you were on your way to accept the job building, but the guy kind of wanted to build a temple, and his wife was arguing with him to a point where it was like, couldn't you just accept any work so that we don't have to move around anymore? Well, you go and get some water and you come back for the soup, and your wife is giving birth like 2 months or so ahead of schedule. So it does this little mini game where you gotta, like, you know, fetch her warm water, get her something warm, make the fire bigger to keep her warm, etc. And I think I failed it, so she died. And that was the prologue, but the child was born. So then we started playing as this guy. He's a monk, and he apparently comes by this cloister every time around New Year's, which is about New Year's now. And let me see if I can get... I don't know where the... There was like an overarching story too of basically... Yeah, here it is. Basically, to summarize this, King Henry has died, and he had his daughter had a son, so the son is going to take over as soon as he's of age, but until then the daughter's in charge because all the rest of his family died in a bridge accident. But unfortunately this other guy, where was he? Maud's cousin, Stefan of Blouse, crossed the channel from Normandy to take the throne by force. So apparently he's taken the throne from his, I guess it would be aunt. So that's the overarching story, but in here, the church thing, like the cloister's in ruins, and the guy who was in charge many years named James died, and it's kind of mysterious circumstances, but from what people are saying, they think he committed suicide by cutting a hole in the frozen river and diving under, and that he was possessed with the devil and that type of thing, but we're kind of investigating to see if that's what really happened. And that's pretty much the story so far. Like, cloisters in ruins, there's an election coming up, and the guy that's kind of like dubious is currently
Thank you for your help.
In the lead.
How could I not help you? You're my little brother.
I forgot about this too.
I knew I could rely on you.
This guy's your little brother, Francis, and even though he's part of the church, you can't really see him, but his hair is full. He's not a monk. He actually goes and to the city in politics or something like that, but he's investigating his own thing with this knights thing over here. The missing knight, which we're also kind of investigating. So far, I've seen some symbolism, but nothing super supernatural so far, but I have no idea, Math, honestly. I have no idea, because there was like a crow thing that happened in the forest. So there might be, I just don't know yet. But they've been talking about like the devil and the crows. And anyways. I'm trying to figure out where to go from here, but it's kind of vague. Who's this? James Grave. James is the monk guy I told you that was in charge. That he died. And we're kind of trying to figure out why. And it won't let us go in this door. I guess we'll go here.
Why do we create temples if we are the temple? Isn't it almost arrogant to try and build a greater temple?
What we have to ask ourselves is, can our Saint Adolphus still protect Kingsbridge in these dark times?
He couldn't protect Prior James. Ever since that lightning struck the cathedral, he wasn't the same.
When you take over my position as sacrist, you should implore the bishop to send us a new relic. By then I'll be sub-prior. The new prior and I will support you in this.
That'd be a jerk.
A new relic might also attract more pilgrims.
Philip of Gwynedd.
That's a good question.
I wanted to talk to you.
I'll check after this,
How
Math.
dare you disturb Brother Remigius' requiem?
I'm afraid the choir is waiting for me.
Stay, brother. There's no reason you shouldn't hear what Philip has to say for himself.
Alright, let's be strong.
I was shocked by the prior's death.
We all were. Now, I'm sure at St. John's you're a good prior, but here we adhere to the rules.
Okay, hold on, Math.
Let us continue this conversation later.
Of course. There's a lot of planning for me to do for the upcoming election.
I'm gonna go to the menu right now and check. I would be surprised if they didn't have subtitles.
Why not?
Settings. Language, maybe? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Oh, that's weird.
We wouldn't be here if it weren't for the cathedral.
Okay, let's confront this guy. Oh, he left. Fuck. Oh well. Is it too soft, Math, the game? I could turn it up a little. Oh, I just noticed I'm like in front of all the evidence. I'll put myself here. Okay, I turned it up a bit. Hopefully it'll be okay. Let's see.
Brother Andrew.
What is it now?
You mentioned a new prior.
The election will be held in a few days, when we all convene for the chapter meeting.
Brother Andrew, have you heard about a knight in Kingsbridge?
Aside from the ones that visited for Christmas? No. If there had been an official guest, I would know. And no one stayed at our guest house.
Oh, he's not fussing out. Diligent in his work, but angry.
We are people of God. Yet we need to eat too.
We come together here. The pilgrims donate. So do the nobles.
Is that music?
I heard it, I'm sure.
There was something. He's right.
Now stop it. Concentrate.
There it was again.
No talking. Now we sing.
Okay, let's go disturb him.
You seem troubled, brother.
They won't sing.
It's Adolphus.
There was nothing, believe me.
I heard him crying in the crypt.
I think I heard him too.
No, you are mistaken.
It sounded like a whip. Like he was chastising himself.
It's the end of days.
Brother Philip, please help me. Prove to them that there is nothing and no one down there.
Are you sure you heard something? Yes, I'm sure.
The crypt. How do I get to the crypt?
It was nothing. Calm down and concentrate.
That's the roof. Oh, down here. Okay. Alright, Math, there might be something unnatural here. We're in a crypt. And some people hear things.
Let's see what we can find. No reason to be afraid. Nothing here. The saint rests in peace. These old cathedrals are bound to make strange sounds. Nothing. Even if it is Adolphus, we would have to welcome him.
What is he doing to the walls?
Thought so. Nothing here.
I like it. It's suddenly they get lighter, but there's no light source. That's interesting.
Hello? No. No one. Not a thing. Hello?
And that sounded like something. What was that?
Go!
The heck?
What is that? What is that? It's the size of a child. Hello? Oh,
it's an owl.
An owl. Just an owl.
How do you get in here?
The choir will be relieved to know that. I should tell them.
Now get out of here, dude.
The brothers did hear something after all.
I wonder if an owl has some type of significance in this universe.
I think I heard it again.
There is no need to worry, brothers. Adolphus is resting in peace. It was just an owl.
I told you it was nothing.
God bless you, Brother Philip.
I knew I heard something.
Now, be silent, concentrate, and...
Interesting. The great mystery of the crypt.
Philip, have you found something yet?
Not yet. I will see what I can do.
Okay. The other guy said there was no one in the guest house, but it won't let me in the guest house. So, what am I supposed to do? Oh, I know what I should do. Hold on.
The knight doesn't seem to be around here.
I see.
Hey, Sheik.
A temple to feed the temple.
I wasn't.
Yes.
I wasn't sure you were going to be
We must
awake.
take good care of us.
So I decided
And our
to
cathedral.
play something new.
We must.
A Sunday night's not the best streaming night for me. So. I wonder if these guys would know. Let's see.
Brothers, have you two heard about a knight visiting Kingsbridge?
It sure is
The Earl of
cryptic.
Shiring was here, and some of his knights.
Cryptic.
And many other nobles at Christmas.
It would have been a lone rider, a messenger.
I don't think so.
If someone had come to Kingsbridge, Brother Paul would have seen him.
Brother Paul went back out to his toll hut.
The Paul's dead.
I see.
Oh no,
Thank
that's
you.
the second Paul. Okay. Gotta go back to that guy I gave cheese to. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's just funny. I'll play more Final Fantasy this next week, so... Brother Paul.
Brother Paul?
Philip. Ouch.
Oh, that must hurt. Dang. Let's ask about his feet.
What's wrong with your foot, Brother Paul?
Oh, just a chilblain. It will ease when the spring comes.
You should have a fire.
It's all right. It's not that cold.
Don't take it lightly. Many will die this winter for lack of food or shelter.
Nice shake.
Remigius thinks the Lord is testing us. Only the sinners perish.
No, the poor perish. And those that he has freezing out here.
Don't say anything to Remigius, will you? If he thinks I've been complaining, he'll be displeased.
Poor Paul.
Have you heard about a knight in Kingsbridge?
A knight? Yes. He was just lying by the road, just a mile away from the priory. He must have fallen from his horse.
Where is he now?
He died. We buried him in the cemetery.
Did he have a name? Did he say anything?
Oh, he could not speak. But the look in his eyes told me he was afraid. I held his hand and prayed with him while he died.
Did the knight have anything with him?
There was a letter. I gave it to Prior James. Remigius will probably burn it with the rest of James's papers.
Oh, no.
James insisted that all his books and documents shall be burnt after his death, except for his Bible.
I heard about this. I think that would be unwise.
Sometimes I wonder if it was because of that letter. A few days later, Prior James fell through the ice. Right here. Philip, maybe I brought a curse on Kingsbridge.
How could a letter bring harm?
The word of God brings salvation. But what if the devil took to writing? What then?
The Prior's room. I don't remember where the Prior's room
Brother
is.
Paul, a word. So you gave the knight's letter to Prior James?
Remigius will probably burn it with the rest of James's papers.
Yeah,
Maybe it's better that way. After all that has happened.
Sheik, this is
I have to leave, Brother Paul.
Take care of yourself. It's getting colder, I think.
From what I heard, this game is basically the European version of Game of Thrones, like the Pillars of the Earth, basically, is what it's called. And it's really popular in Europe, but not so much in America. But they released this game for it, and it's pretty good so far. Like, I hear the story's pretty good, and yeah, so far I like it. It's interesting, like, you play as multiple characters, but right now I'm playing as this monk guy, and we're kind of investigating what could turn out to be some type of conspiracy, murder / mystery going on. But we don't know for sure yet. Because, like, I've been playing games long enough that I'm always cynical about a lot of things. So maybe it's just me, but we'll see. Okay, so the maester's room, or the whatever's room. Yeah, there's only been a couple girls so far. One of them died already. Yeah, there you go. Lack of boobs. But they did talk about a big-titted harlot. Some of the monks were talking about that. The younger monks, of course. I'm sure she'll make an appearance later. Where would this guy's room be? Oh, I have a map. Hold on. Map. Where's my... I thought I had a map. Oh. Okay, so I am looking for the House of the Prior. Okay. And I think we're right around here right now. I need to go left by the stables. Okay. Let's do that. Floppy wieners. Yeah, it's definitely known for that too. Yeah, these were the guys over here that were talking about the big-titted whore stuff. They're the younger monks.
I asked not to be disturbed.
Brother Remigius, I'm sorry I interrupted your service.
You mean Prior James's service?
Quite so. I heard he fell through the ice. Horrible.
Yes. I was the one who found his rosary by the river.
And
now let me continue my work.
And he's about to take power. Brother Marcus might seriously be killed somehow. Or like cast out to the point where he would die. I'll leave that alone. It seems like no matter what I do, he's gonna be pissed off.
I would like to take a look at Prior James's documents.
And why is that, Brother Philip?
Well, our little cell has given much to the Mother House. I would like to ensure that all is accounted for.
So you do not trust us, Philip, is that it?
The state of this priory...
The state of this priory is the concern of the Prior of Kingsbridge.
I still would like to see the prior's documents.
They will be burned tonight.
I heard about that.
It was Prior James's last wish. I'm following his request.
But the new prior will be lost without the ledgers and contracts.
After the election, I'll be the new prior.
For now, you are not. Only the chapter meeting can decide on these matters.
Of course. Brother Andrew will surely understand why you would go against James's last request.
The Sacrist.
If you really want to be of help, look for Brother Cuthbert's keys. He's getting old, misplacing them all the time.
Oh crap. I got a moral dilemma now. So those priors I was talking about, or not the priors, the other monks, the young monks, they stole the key from this older monk. So this guy's been going against the older monk, so he's trying to like play it off as he's losing his mind. So if I report the thief, I might get the little guys in trouble, but if I don't report the thief, he might be in trouble. And those guys are both jerks too, those little kids. But they still might die. But they're not going to be good monks anyways. Fuck. Well, let's inquire first.
Why would Prior James walk out onto the river at night?
He was chased.
Speaking of wieners.
Chased? By whom?
The accuser.
But why would the devil be chasing him?
Better to not get involved in all this. Hmm? Don't you have your own priory cell to run?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna side with Math on that one. Report the key thief.
Brother Marcus stole Cuthbert's keys.
Brother Marcus. I will deal with him. You were right to report this to me. Theft is something we cannot take lightly.
Ask about the devil.
You really believe the devil killed the prior?
Nah, he's been a dick this whole time, Sheik.
Some of the brothers do, and I respect their beliefs.
I think he was involved in the murder.
They never know what happened, and that's that.
The murder of Brother
Now
James.
let me get back to my work.
He even has his own theme song, so he has to be evil, right?
About the keys that were stolen by Brother Marcus.
I will deal with him. You were right to report this to me.
About the chapter meeting.
Oh. Talk to Brother Andrew. He will be just as pleased as me to have you around.
Oh,
now,
yeah. He does kind of remind me of that. Alright, let's get out of here. His theme music. Maybe I should tell this guy to get the fuck out. But then again, I don't think he'll even listen to me. Yo, bro, you might be fishing yourself out the river soon, man. Good luck. Hold on. Yeah, this guy doesn't seem like he would know anything. Okay, so where am I supposed to go? Brother Andrew? The sacrist. Who's technically the sacrist?
That way I won't get Andrew to organize a chapter meeting. That way I won't get Andrew.
Okay, well. We'll go over here. Oh, I know who it is. Okay. I'll tell him.
The letter is probably in the prior's room. But the sub-prior is going to burn all of James's documents.
What? We cannot allow that to happen, do you hear?
Of course not.
Yeah. There's your scam update. Alright, let's go to the kitchen. Hey, who's this? I don't... Does Andrew do it?
I am looking for a document that was in the possession of Prior James.
How does that relate to my tasks? Talk to Remigius.
We can't allow Prior James's books to be burned.
That, Philip, was Prior James's wish.
This priory is in debt. And without the ledgers and documents, that will never change.
Good cover story.
Besides, the wisdom in his books is priceless.
It is not up to you to make decisions in this priory, Brother Philip.
Quote scripture. Let's do it.
Do not domineer over those in your charge, but be an example to the flock.
1 Peter chapter 5. You are right. You shall argue your case in front of the brothers in a chapter meeting today.
Thank you, Brother Andrew.
When I'm done here, I will tell all the monks to come to the chapter house.
Would it help if I went and told some of them?
Shoot.
Feel free to do that. But I insist that the choir finishes practicing before we start. They're already behind schedule.
Yeah, there's no saving in this game, so I'm gonna have to win that trial on the first try. Okay, so let's go talk to my buddies in the kitchen. Wonder if this guy would help. No, he can't hear.
Brother Arnaldus, there's a chapter meeting today.
Today, I'll be there. Wouldn't miss that.
Yeah, really. Yeah, I think I need to give myself a break, but I don't know, maybe April or something. Into the kitchen.
There will be a chapter meeting today.
You convinced, Andrew? Miracles do happen. We will be there. You have our support.
Yeah, I heard there's like multiple endings or whatever.
There will be a chapter meeting today.
Excellent. I can't wait to see you and Remigius quarrel.
Brother Cuthbert?
Do not worry. We are on your side.
Good old religious conflict. Alright, so they're coming. So... Yeah, because you see this. I'm only on chapter 1 still out of 7. Who else? Oh, I should probably tell the guy at the gate. This dude.
There will be a chapter meeting soon.
Ah, thank you for letting me know, Philip. Ah, my foot.
It's too cold for you here.
Maybe this cloth would help.
Maybe a hot stone wrapped in a cloth like this might help.
Oh, that's what it is. Fuck, I missed that the entire time. Okay, we'll go back. I was wondering how you get that rock. I don't know why it's not just fast traveling to the monastery. Okay, whatever. Okay, so kitchen. This here. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Nice and warm, and I didn't burn my hands, Milius.
I knew you could do it.
So you approve of it then? Yeah, what's funny is when I was in Kira's stream, there was like 3 or 4 people in there trying to get me to play it. And when I went AFK, I came back and they were like, damn it, I was hoping we were going to convince him. He didn't fall for it. I I was like, oh my god, what horrible thing must be in that game. Here you go, bro.
Here, Paul.
Oh. Ouch! Oh. A hot stone! Ah. It's a mercy, Philip. Thank you.
Remigius should give you a fire, or not have you sit here at all.
I don't really mind. Winter is bound to end sometime. Philip, if you ever run into trouble with Remigius, be careful to answer him. Do not stay silent.
Silent?
Nothing makes him angrier than someone who doesn't answer. He becomes weak and defensive. It's not fitting for a sub-prior, let alone prior.
So if I'm silent, he gets weak. It actually sounds like something to use against him. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, what should I do now?
Thank you for your help.
How could I not help you? You're my little brother.
I knew I could rely on you.
The sacrist agreed to a meeting today. That way I might be able to get the letter you were looking for.
Good thinking, Philip. I will attend, of course.
I should go talk to the owl down the crypt. I wonder if these guys would come. They're kind of young, though. Yeah, let's see.
There will be a chapter meeting in a few minutes.
Oh yes, we will be there.
Thank you for letting us know.
Out to the mill. I don't think anyone's at the mill. So... the only people left to tell are the thieving monk people. Well, besides the choir. I don't know, would you ever fish by a cemetery? That's kind of weird.
A waste of time.
Oh, there you go. Maybe I gotta tell this guy.
What is it? Can you not see that I'm working?
About the chapter meeting.
Oh. Talk to Brother Andrew. Now leave.
Okay, I guess I just gotta go to the meeting. Okay. I'm pretty sure I got all the monks. I'm gonna check the mail just in case. Nope, doesn't seem like there's anything here. Okay. Alright guys, here we go, I think. Maybe not. They said the choir had to end, but I don't know what triggers that.
The choir has finished singing.
Oh, never
The
mind.
cantor should find time now. Are you ready for the chapter meeting, Brother Philip?
Oh,
If you have any other business to take care of in Kingsbridge, do it now. The meeting could take a long time.
Trying to think. The guy at the gate said I can exploit silence. But I wonder if that's really a good thing to do at a chapter meeting. I guess we'll just have to see. Here we go.
The chapter meeting is more important. And this is why Prior James's wish must not be honored. Kingsbridge Priory would be beyond saving without financial records.
I think we have all understood the reason for your concern, Brother Philip. But before we come to a decision, let us hear other voices of concern.
I would like to know why you would doubt the wisdom in Prior James's decision.
Maybe you didn't know him as well as we did, Philip. I can say I knew him well. We all here knew him. So did you know him? What are you trying to achieve with your silence? You waste our time.
I say he knew him well.
James was the one who asked Philip to take care of St. John in the Forest.
One of the most prosperous cells in all of Shiring, if not England.
It was a wise decision then. But his last wish was not. Well, was it? What are you waiting for? Answer me.
I guess I'll just let him wreck himself.
Your silence is offensive. You came to talk, so talk.
Prior James was a troubled man.
Yes, he left the priory in the dead of night.
God was testing Prior James.
I say the devil chased him. Do you doubt that? Do you doubt that, Philip? Surely you must have an answer. I know because Prior James confided in me.
Let's be a jerk.
Prior James will face judgment. It is between him and God.
Don't speak for him. He hasn't answered any of my questions.
The novices would be better advised not to speak up.
Philip is a good man. He was the only one to say I should have a fire.
But did he do anything besides talk?
Yes, he brought me a hot stone.
That's our Philip.
But why don't you tell us the real reason you have come before us? You not only came to save these books, you have another motivation, do you not? We deserve the truth. What are your true intentions?
I wonder if you could really get through this without talking.
Let me answer.
No. Why is he not answering any of my questions? Tell him, all of you, tell him to answer me.
Calm down, Remigius. Philip has said what he had to say.
Why is no one listening to me?
Look around you. This priory is in a sorry state. Please vote to save the prior's documents from the fire. It's the only way to help this priory.
I say we leave the decision not up to a vote, but to Remigius.
Boo.
That is against the rules.
Is it? He will be our new prior in a few days. Cuthbert declined, do you not remember?
I remember well. And I say no one in Kingsbridge is better suited for prior than Remigius.
Well, thank you, brother.
That's true.
Hear, hear.
I wonder why Cuthbert declined.
Surely not.
That said, there is someone not from our priory.
Oh boy.
Someone better suited.
Here we go.
I nominate Philip of Gwynedd to be the new prior of Kingsbridge. What do you say, Philip?
I can't disagree with that.
Well, yes, obviously my choice.
What?
Excellent choice. What a rather immediate.
That's surprising.
Great
Prior
idea.
Philip.
Brother Philip, do you accept the nomination?
Well,
Thank you for your kind offer, but we would not want to impose on you, Brother Remigius.
Oh, but I insist. I will help you.
No, you really must not. We will see you later. Thank you.
This is a flashback.
We don't have much time. Evening Mass will begin soon.
Should I not have accepted the nomination?
You've never been good at saying no. And Milius is right. Kingsbridge needs you.
That was actually fairly interesting.
What about St. John's?
I will ride there tomorrow. I will let them know you will be staying in Kingsbridge for a few days. Thanks to you, these documents and books will not be burned. Now, we have to find that letter.
You truly think the letter can help prevent a war?
If the message says what I think it says, then yes, I do.
Yeah, it was a little interesting because if the guy at the gate that I helped didn't tell me that, I would have totally debated with him, but I was looking at all those choices. There were some of them that, like, neither one was really a good choice. You know, as far as, like, being perceived in the church with an argument, you know? So that was fairly interesting, like... And it's true, Philip did kind of say everything. It cut most of it out, but he gave his argument, and then he was silent because Cuthbert wanted to interject Philip into his argument, and Philip wouldn't have any part in it, so... I mean, you know, that's cool for one thing. Hopefully that never happens again. But we'll see how it goes, I guess. Alright. Our new King Stephen is supported by most of the Norman overlords and even by the church. Empress Maud, okay. His younger brother Henry is Bishop of Winchester and one of the most important priests in all of England. He made Stephen swear an oath to reserve power to the church, which had little influence on his political affairs under King Henry. A good day for the church and for us. The trouble is that my lord Earl Roberts of Gloucester is one of the king's bastards. He wants to see his half-sister Maud on the throne, believing she would heavily rely on his guidance and advice during her reign. In the name of Empress Maud, he and his allies have formed a rebellion against King Stephen. Not long now, there will be war. Yeah, the main story in this game, Sheik, since you missed it, basically there was this guy, King Francis, or my bad, Henry. Henry died, the king, and he didn't have an heir, but his daughter had a son, so he said that basically his grandson should be the heir when he becomes of age. But until then, his daughter Maud is ruling, but of course there's a bunch of people that are like pissy about that. So now this other guy, since Maud married Joffrey of Anjou, and the country had been rivals for a long time, now Maud's cousin, Stephen of Blouse, has crossed the channel with the force to take the throne, basically. So that's like the main overall story.
Let us look for the letter.
And supposedly this letter is going to broker peace, but we'll see.
The handwriting on this tablet is hardly legible. Whoever sheds the blood of man, by man shall his blood be shed. Did Prior James write this?
Let's continue looking.
Like, totally doesn't care. I'm a little suspicious of my brother.
James spent much time writing in the last 10 years. Instead of a prior, he became more of a recluse.
That is what you monks do, isn't it?
It used to be.
Yeah, I think the game takes place in the 12th century. Let me look. Yeah, 12th century. I don't know, obviously based on history. But what I like about this game is it's using real religion, because most of the fantasy novels, they always make up their own gods. And this one's actually using what would have been a religion. You know, back then especially. That's kind of interesting to see
James
that.
was working on a text. Our God is a consuming fire, and whom he destroyed shall be raised at the end of days, and shall destroy him. The first line is from the scripture, but I do not believe the second one is.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Philip, we must focus on the letter.
This guy's way too... I think your brother's up to something.
Francis, I think I found it.
In the Bible?
Revelations. The Apocalypse of St. John.
Oh, good lord.
And they called to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him who is seated on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of their wrath has come, and who can stand? The Lamb? What was James afraid of? Was it this letter?
No, the letter is still sealed. Break the seal.
Alright, let's look at this letter I've been busting my butt for. So, yeah, 1135. Interesting. Robert of Gloucester. Name the day and we will be ready to shed blood in the name of Empress Maud. I and my bondsmen will ride against Stephen of Blouse. We do not start the war, but we shall unleash it. Stephen himself started it. The day he betrayed King Henry's daughter and took her throne. He and those who swore loyalty to him, Bartholomew, Earl of Shiring. So he was going to war? That's a twist.
Oh, this is it. You found it.
The Earl of Shiring is about to start a war.
Yes. He's made contact with my own master, Earl Robert of Gloucester.
Who is this King Stephen that has taken the throne?
A nephew of King Henry. Do you ever think of the day our parents died?
Francis, you know I don't like to talk of that.
I know. It's just that I think of them all the time. And I've always blamed King Henry. The church suffered under his rule as much as we did in Wales. Philip, you have to show this letter to the Bishop of Kingsbridge.
Why me?
Why me?
Because you have to. There's no other way. Our late King Henry was opposed to Rome's influence in England. King Stephen, on the other hand, swore to preserve the rights and privileges of the church, and we can help him if you tell the bishop to protect Stephen.
You want the bishop to help the new king, King Stephen?
I want a king who supports the church. I want these dark times to end. I want to stop the Earl of Shiring from starting a war. He could set the whole of England on fire. My lord the Earl of Gloucester can never know what I was doing here. You must not tell the truth about how or where you got this letter. Don't tell anyone I was involved.
Oh, good lord. Okay. So if I refuse, I'm involved in an election here to save the Gloucester. But if I go, I'm giving that up. to possibly stop a war. Whatever I do is going to change the rest of the game. If I leave, this place will never be restored. God, this is tough. Alright, screw it, let's do it.
Do you really think the bishop will help?
Tell him you found the letter by coincidence.
And if he does not believe me, what then?
He will believe you. The question is, will he really try to stop the Earl of Shiring? I will ride to St. John's and tell your monks you will stay in Kingsbridge until the election.
Oh, okay.
What if the Earl of Shiring finds out what I'm doing? What if the bishop tells him?
Philip, calm down. He is your bishop.
I'm a simple monk. Who am I to talk to a bishop?
It's sketchy. He respects you. What? Well, I guess that's better than disrespect. Sketchy, didn't you post a video on the Discord, dude? What happened to it? Did you delete it? I went to look at it this morning and it was gone. No, it's gone. What I was just talking about. You dork, I wanted to see it. Oh, it's in general? Oh, my bad, okay. I was looking in the video thing. Yeah, oops, don't request music, please. Let me turn that off. Disabled. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I think we're back to the Mason. Oh no, this is someone new. Who's this? Hunt for food. Shoot forest. My slingshot rarely misses. What you up to, bro? For those wondering about the video, Sketchy made a video of him playing a 3D game I wanted to see, or a VR game. Is this guy that hungry? Stay alert, Jack. Where am I supposed to go? Well, that didn't work. Ooh, damn, I feel bad about that one.
Yes.
Sheesh. Alright, Sketchy, I'll make sure to look at it. I'm sorry. I just missed it.
My name is Jack. For a long time, it was the only name I had known. I was born and raised in a cave by my mother. We were used to getting by, but that year the winter had been harsh. I was proud to have killed my first deer that day. And while waiting for Mother to help me cure it, I decided to practice my reading.
The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain.
Yeah, right, Sketch. Remember the verse.
He...
Think harder.
The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain.
Am I a girl?
He has conquered the highlands and the plain.
Jack's kind of an ambiguous news.
Before him, not a single fort remains.
Yeah, that would have been pretty tough, huh, Sketch?
Afternoon was approaching fast, and Mother still hadn't returned.
Nah, I think it's a guy.
So, if I wanted to cure the meat, I had to do it on my own. Else it would all go to waste.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It just fooled me there for a second. I was like, well, it does have like the short hair. Sketchy. My bad, Sketchy. Cisgen.
I can't eat it raw. I need to cure it. Meat goes bad fast.
I thought Mom was helping with that. Yeah. Okay, so we probably need tools. Ellen and Jed keep a variety of short, long-range weapons in their home. The two lead their lives as outlaws outside of society and protection of the law. A bow can serve as an invaluable tool for both hunting and self-protection. Most outlaws were once accused of a crime but failed to appear for judgment. According to the law, their contract, claim, and ownership then fell void, as outlaws have no rights. Anyone can harm them or capture them and turn them in. Thus many outlaws turn to a life of hiding and thievery. Oh, what a life. We're not gonna pick this up.
There he is. Charles the Great, the protector of my town. You're coming with me.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't understand how I'm supposed to cook this venison. I guess it's kind of telling me to go look for Mother. Alright, let's go outside.
Huh? What's that?
Should I go investigate or should I cook the meat? get the meat cooking at least. Doesn't sound like anything good's gonna come from that.
The fire isn't warm enough. I need some dry wood.
Yeah. Charles the Great.
He deserves a worthier enemy.
What the fuck, dude? Hey, you can burn the book.
No, I won't burn my book.
Alright, fine. Let's go investigate Catpocalypse over here. Actually, I should probably take my bow, huh? Yeah, it won't let me. I'm just afraid that's my mom getting beat the hell up out there.
Good. It's warmer. Mother will be proud. Now, what's that noise?
Okay, let's go see what the damn noise is. Are you decent with slings? I'm actually probably gonna have to learn how to use a gun next year when I move to Arizona. And that should be interesting. Oh, this is that same frozen puddle.
It was hit by something sharp. That was no animal.
This was the puddle that was in, it was in the prologue that we broke it for water. There's a horse. The brother?
Good. He hasn't seen you. Who is he? A whip. That's what he is. A whip. That means he's someone bad. I told you about people like him, remember?
Is he a monk?
Is he a monk? He is. Although not an ordinary one. Maybe an official for someone important. I don't like this one bit. He looks nice though. He's smiling. Listen, Cub. I am sorry. I know there's so much you want to know about the world out there, but for now, it must stay hidden. And never trust a man of God. Least of all his compassion. You'll either end up in a monastery or at the gallows.
Accurate
Easy
statement.
now, it's just someone little. No need to be afraid.
I'm going to follow him. You go home and wait for me, little cub.
Why? Well, I guess that counts as, I have no idea what that's for, honestly. What? Oh, that must be the mom. They buried her here. Oh crap, now I feel bad for digging her up. Let's get out of here.
Mother?
Dude, you need to go, man. I think they're gonna follow me. Oh, fuck.
Don't move. We killed the pig thief in Salisbury. We can kill you too.
Oh, that's the son.
Bloody hell. Where's the baby? Did you eat it?
Don't have the baby.
I don't have the baby.
Right. What's this?
Give it back.
What do you want with this? You can't read.
Give it back.
Leave the boy be, Alfred.
He took the baby. I saw him take Mother's cloak. He's the only one around. Who else would have taken it?
How'd you guys lose the baby?
A monk took it.
A monk?
Yes, on a horse.
Is that true?
Hmm.
Where did he go?
He should take us there.
Leave him alone. He's just a boy.
What is your name, boy?
This was the family in the prologue. Grunt. Alright, we'll be nice. They were nice people mostly, except for the son.
Jack.
Do you live in these woods, Jack? Then you know this place better than us. Please. I don't know why I left the child. I thought I couldn't take care of him alone.
Oh, no.
But I cannot leave him to die either. I have to know if he's all right. Will you help us? You're a good lad. I owe you.
If you want your silly book back, you better keep your word.
Kick him in the shin. And why does his son have to be such a douche?
For now, I had no choice. The girl was sobbing, while her father remained tense but quiet. The boy kept on pushing me, which confused me greatly.
I know, right?
I had never been hated before. If I had any plans of getting away, it would be like hunting deer. I had to stay sharp until the others forgot to be.
Yeah. If I was his father, I would whoop his ass. Yeah. Whatever, we're following a monk.
The monk had crossed a small stream, or he had followed its course north, which would have led him towards the next village. Either way, the tracks ended at a riverbed as evening was fast approaching. The big man looked at me. "Which way, boy?" he asked. But I could only guess.
I wish I could scroll out. I think that's the monk that was going to the main town. I just forget what the main town was. Let's cross the river.
By now, the girl's sobs had ceased, as she had fallen asleep on her father's shoulders. The water was icy, and it hurt. At one point, the boy slipped and fell. I considered my options, but standing in the middle of a stream hardly allowed for a quick escape.
You better not have gotten my book wet. Whatever.
He slapped my hand away and pushed himself up. When we reached the bank, he was drenched and shook bitterly. He gave me a nasty glare while I was already searching the ground. There were no hoofprints on this side of the stream.
Right, I was wrong. He's probably gonna die. My guess.
What is it?
He got us lost.
Did you?
Papa, I'm tired.
That's all right. Come on, up on my shoulders you go.
No, I'm too heavy, and you're too tired anyway. I will remain steadfast.
You should all get some rest. Alfred, stay here with them while I take a look ahead.
No, don't go.
I won't be far, dear. Besides, you can do me a favour while I'm gone. Have an eye on the lads and make sure they get some sleep, all right?
All right.
See? You are steadfast. I won't be long.
Jeez, I'm gonna get these people killed. Yeah, here we go with the dick mode.
You stay where I can see you while my sister rests. And no tricks.
You think he's dead? Get your book back. Well, probably if I go for the book. Oh, I see what you're supposed to do. Oops. Okay.
Ah! You little...
Papa, what are you doing?
Nothing. Go back to sleep. Father will be back soon. If we were alone, I'd kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you see that? Over there in the fog. There is something there.
It's a branch.
It looks like a head. It looks like a head.
Okay, fine. It's your dad's head.
What is it?
A deer. It broke through the ice and died.
Children! Martha, wake up, dear.
Who's she?
We met in the forest. I'm Jack's mother. Come here, Jack.
Did you find him?
Yes, dear, we did.
The baby is safe. The monk brought it to a small cell not far from here.
But we won't go there now. Ellen offered us shelter for tonight.
I have. Follow me.
Mother to the rescue.
If I'd known you lived this close, my Agnes might have been safe.
Don't fool yourself. When a woman is bleeding inside, it either stops or it doesn't. All you can do is keep her warm, and you did that. I'm sorry, but the living must take care of the living. Jack, give the children some soup, will you? Will you be able to get work soon?
Hard to say. People don't usually hire a new master builder in winter. Too cold for stirring the water. Sometimes you get lucky, but not this year.
Thank you, Jack.
And you weren't a douche to me, you get to eat first.
Some time ago I had work in Exeter. They offered me the post of builder for the Castellan, to keep the walls and defences in shape. It would have kept me busy for the rest of my life. We would have lived like bishops.
What happened?
I refused. All I cared about was working on a cathedral again. I was a fool.
You can do better than to build churches.
Well, I worked on one once. That was good work. I won't ramble on now. But if you ask Martha, She'll tell you everything about it.
Because he eats it so fast.
You know, a man like you should not beat himself so hard.
No. No, there is no excuse for leaving my baby son behind.
Women die in labor. Men abandon their children all the time. It is rare that they return.
Is that what happened to you and your son?
No, that is an altogether different story. One I haven't even told Jack yet. All I can say is, I raised him alone in this cave, outside of town law. Just us and the forest.
How do you get by?
We hunt, we gather. It works well enough for us two to survive.
Welcome
You can
back.
thank Jack for the meal, by the way. My little cub caught his first deer today, all by himself.
I'm impressed.
I wonder what deer meat
Eat
soup
well,
tastes
children.
like.
You'll need your strength.
And so do you, Master Builder. Go on, tuck in.
I will. Thank you.
I wonder if giving myself soup
And they're asleep now. So, what is it?
does something.
I told you that the monk had taken the baby to a small cell nearby. It's true, but I advise you to stay away from there.
Venison stew?
Why?
Because you abandoned it. That counts as murder.
Then I have to steal him. I have to own up to what I've done. I have to take back my son.
Think for a moment. You have been out of work since summer. A baby needs a lot of care.
Alright, Sketchy.
More than your
Thanks for
other
hanging
children.
again, dude.
How will you feed him?
Always great to see you.
What am I to do then?
Have a good night.
Live like you? I don't know a thing about hunting. I'm a mason.
Day, free.
Even in a castle, I'm more at home than here.
Leave the baby with the monks. He'd be warm and fed. You wouldn't have to carry him while you look for work. And when you do find something, you can come back and fetch him.
I don't know.
It actually sounds smart.
Since Agnes died, I don't know anything anymore.
You're a good man, Tom Builder. You're kind and gentle and strong. You will do the right thing. You also don't have to go through this alone, you know. Jack and I will have to leave this place soon. The winter is too cruel, and we might not survive if we stayed. We could all travel together.
I don't know. I have my hands full with my children already.
I can help you take care of them. If you promise to teach my son how to get along in the world of men. We may be strangers now, but we would be at each other's side, helping out however we can.
The living must take care of the living.
Yes.
I could so not sleep like that. Yeah, I think we want to get out of here.
That night I dreamed of a strange world. There were small castles, dead deer, and a giant called Tom.
Butters, what's up?
Tightly held my mother's hand, watching the kind giant.
How are you?
learn
What's up, Liz?
so as well.
How's it going, Liz? Butters. All the viewers, what's up? Caught a deer. Tom Builder. Martha Super. Alfred grew to dislike me. What the heck? I was nice to him at the end. What a jerk. Look forward to finally leaving the forest. Huh. What's up, Butters? Let me shout Butters out. Shout out. Deeper Butters. Deeper Butters, aka Liz. You were doing demos today. She's a really good girl, really multi-talented sweetheart. Has a fascination with boobs, and you're rewarding yourself getting to know her. I'll just put it that way. Because it's hard to describe her. So find out for yourself. Oh, no worries, it's fine. How you been? It's been a while since I talked. Palace of Bishop Waldo. Oh, good lord, we're doing this again. Okay. You do, Sheik. Always make sure to pet my pony.
My brother is as stubborn as you are sometimes. But I trust him. The bishop has to see this letter.
Hey, I'm good. Just sorry, I gotta use my bedtime voice because it's so late where I am. And I have a roommate that complains a lot, so... Life's going good, man. Life's going really good. I got lots of freedom, and I got my health. I got stuff to look forward to. Going pretty good. I guess your new job isn't your new job anymore, huh? Guys with bigger ones, yeah. I bet they're not proud of that, though. Then again, who knows? Sorry, I'm doing some phone stuff myself here real quick. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, one more thing. Fuck. You had a review at work and got everything you wanted? Oh, nice. So did they give you like yeah, let me go ahead and play this a little bit. Palace. Stable. Palace. Okay.
Who am I to approach the bishop at dusk like a thief?
Comrade James.
If I can face our Lord, then why would I be afraid to face my bishop? If I can face...
Alright, bro, let's go. More hours, shifts you want? Good. You deserve it. Sorry guys, I'm almost done with this. Okay. There we go. Alright, good. Let's check out this barrel.
My pony needs to be fed soon. Should I take some?
No.
I think I'd better not take any of these. I can have my pony fed when I'm back in Kingsbridge.
And I hope that doesn't get the pony killed. Be strong, little pony. And why don't we lead him to the stables?
My pony should be fed. Do I just take some hay?
You just know someone's gonna see it.
Better not. This is the bishop's hay. Why would the bishop see me? St. John's Chapel is smaller than this side building.
Oh, congrats, Butters. I'm happy for you. So did you see any new games you liked in the demos? Alright, I guess we'll just go inside. Can you give units?
Oh, why must I be so nervous?
Really? A mini game for talking?
I trust Francis. He knows about these things.
I wish I could give it to you.
How can I help you?
I have come to see the bishop.
Who may I tell the bishop is visiting?
I am Philip of Gwynedd.
And what, may I tell Bishop Walerin, is the reason for your visit? The bishop insists that I ask.
Oh, good lord.
I'm afraid I can only tell the bishop himself.
The bishop wishes to know beforehand.
In this case, we will have to make an exception.
Wait here.
You know what I should do, Sheik? Oh wait, let me see here. Oh, you played Crumple. Oh, that was the game you were talking about by the Epic member. I remember that, yeah. So how was it? Did you have fun? Actually, Sheik, you want me to just give you my account information? You could play my account. You can see how terrible it is, at least. And then again, I don't think you could unless you had another mobile device, because you would be linked. Never mind.
Did I not tell you to wait?
Oh.
Come in. The bishop will see you now.
Yeah, I didn't know how long you were supposed to wait.
Philip of Gwynedd.
The Right Reverend Bishop Walerin, by God.
Please, sit down.
Thank you, Right Reverend.
Please, call me Walerin. It seems you were a little impatient. But of course, there is nothing wrong with eagerness. I hear you've done good work at that little cell in the forest.
I'm surprised you know about it.
Oh really? You can put it on your 3DS? I didn't know that.
As bishop, I am the ex officio abbot of Kingsbridge. So, I am bound to take an interest.
Butters, air hug. Ready?
Well, God has blessed us in St. John.
I wish God would confer similar blessings on Kingsbridge Priory. Tell me, Prior Philip, what brings you here at such a late hour? Timothy said that you will only tell me. Please, I hope you are not nervous. Take all the time you need.
Thank you.
I kind of want that other guy to leave. Oh well.
I expect you know that Stephen of Blois has claimed the throne of England, with the blessing of the church.
You don't have a cell phone.
Already? I had heard of plans and of aspirations. This is very good. I have met Stephen. As bishop, I am much involved in politics. Of course, the church can never be involved enough. Now, how do you know of this? Ah, your brother Francis is working for Earl Robert of Gloucester, is he not? Did he tell you?
Shoot, I have to lie.
No, I heard at a guest house on my way to Kingsbridge. Unfortunately, I rarely see my brother.
You both must be very busy indeed. But why are you bringing up politics? Tell me, Philip, why are you here?
Oh. Was I wrong to come to you, my bishop? Maybe I should have taken the letter to the Sheriff of Shiring.
Eustace is ungodly, arrogant, grasping, and corrupt. So are all sheriffs. Philip, how did you get this letter?
Francis is your brother, right?
I found it among Prior James's documents in Kingsbridge. I am staying there for a few days.
Prior James. May he rest in peace. Did he not order everything to be burned?
You know about this?
Sub-Prior Remigius mentioned it once.
I asked them not to burn James's books. The brothers agreed.
Well, and there you found the letter?
Yes.
Timothy, leave us. And did you find anything else?
No, just the letter. The messenger carrying it had an accident and died near Kingsbridge. My brother Francis heard he disappeared there. It was his idea to look for the letter.
Oh, fuck, why are you mentioning
he wants
your brother?
to protect the king and our church, even if that means going against his own master.
Robert of Gloucester. I see.
A war would cost so many lives.
Shit, I shouldn't have said anything.
God thunders wondrously with his voice.
He does great things that we cannot comprehend. The Book of Job. But this is not the work of God, but of Earl Bartholomew.
You and your brother have done the right thing. I will call on friends of mine. Pray for us that we can put an end to Bartholomew's plan before it is too late. It is a brave thing for our church, Brother Philip. A brave thing indeed. You'll go back to Kingsbridge Priory now and forget about the sheriff, won't you?
I will.
And don't speak of this to anyone there.
I shan't.
Fuck, I screwed up. Oh well. So Sheik, are you just like shy and you don't want to post the picture of the Chiaki thing? That's fine if you are. I should have asked about the damn fruit. Yeah, well.
We should leave.
Yeah, I could already see this going bad.
I'd better leave. I shouldn't push my luck. We will find you something to eat on the way, old girl.
Hopefully. Oh, okay. I hated to keep asking you. I was like, well, maybe
Did you pack enough food?
Sheik's just shy.
It will be a while before you get to eat smoked venison again.
Yeah, I took some.
Anyone seen Martha?
She said she had to piss.
All right. I'll go get her.
This game's pretty good so far.
You're a mason too, right?
Uh-huh.
So, what have you built so far? I'm sure Jack would love to hear about your work.
Houses. I mostly carve rocks. I haven't built much yet.
That must be hard work.
Right.
She's crying.
Tell me, how are you getting along?
Fine.
You know, you don't have to be afraid of me.
Ugh. Even the good ones are starting to taste bad.
I'm not afraid. I think I'll go and look for Tom.
They're looking for you.
I don't want to leave. It's so dangerous out there. I don't want to get robbed again.
I've got a slingshot.
I've got a slingshot.
No worries, Butters. Have a good night. Thanks for the host.
Maybe you could teach me how to use it.
Rest well. Be good.
I will.
Air hug.
Papa usually protects me. But he can't always be around. He needs to take care of himself too.
You need to learn to defend yourself.
You need to learn to defend yourself.
I want to, but I'm still so small. And I want to stay here where it's safe.
Being small is good. People underestimate you. Give her your straw doll.
This knight is Charles the Great. He will protect you.
Oh. Am I his princess?
You are. Together, you are brave and smart, and will never give up.
All right.
Oh, you never stop streaming. That's funny.
I have to stay steadfast. Thank you, Jack.
Come on.
Not like we have time to teach her.
We're going on a great quest.
All good, Butters. Have a good night.
On our way, I told Martha the names of my trees. There was the birch, Jerusalem, and the oaks, Alexandria and Byzantium. When I pointed out Rome, she laughed and named an apple tree Southampton. The farther we walked, the merrier she became, christening all the new trees Winchester, Bath, Salisbury, while I grew quieter and quieter.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to go by itself.
Finally, we arrived at a large road. This heads towards Shiring, Tom said. The strangest name of them all. By noon, we had reached the edge of town. Mother gave us some dry prunes to chew while she argued with Tom whether we should head directly to town or past the palace of the so-called bishop. Tom was hopeful to find work at the palace, but Mother seemed uneasy.
Female intuition. Let's go to the town.
Mother seemed happy to head directly into town and avoid the palace. These churchmen are all crooks, she said. But Tom answered with a worried expression on his brow. They might be the only ones willing to hire a mason around here.
Actually, that's true. That part of the church was collapsed. Yeah, let's keep going to the town. Mom's gonna be a bitch at
Shiring
the church.
was full of people looking for work. Mother and Tom kept asking around while we rested our feet at the market. Alfred gave me a look as if he wanted to punch me, but I only stared at the buildings, amazed by the straightness of their walls. Finally, Mother called us over. had it that the Earl of Shiring was hiring all kinds of people. It was then that I heard a man in a robe say, "That voice, it's her. The witch. She was here 10 years ago." But apart from me, no one took notice.
Great. I hope that's not Mom.
You don't know me. You're misjudging whatever it is I did. I'm willing to forgive your mistake if you accept my offer now.
This is all about family honor to you, isn't it? Perhaps I should tell you about my mother. She was a happy person who loved to laugh and tell stories, but father made her miserable. Oh, he's not a bad man, but solemn and strict. She hated him so much she died from it.
Are you saying you don't like me?
You're so self-centered. You never think about anyone else's feelings. You have no refinement, and you can barely read. What were you expecting?
One day you will see that you are wrong, and then I won't be so forgiving.
All right. Let's hope it's true and the Earl needs us.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Alfred, keep an eye out. I'll be right back. And boys, try to be nicer to each other.
An eye out for what?
Papa wants him to look for things that are broken.
Some people don't know they need a mason until you show them.
Papa could fix their walls or build a house. One man can build an entire house? I want to see.
Learn what you can, but don't stray too far.
Ugh. Why won't anyone just give me something to eat?
Stay sharp, Jack. People are rarely what they seem. See that knight over there? What does he look like to you?
He looks like a small bear.
True, but even small bears can have an appetite for blood. Just because we are out of the forest, that doesn't mean there are no wolves about.
Hello, Jack. Have you ever been to a castle before? No. Castles are very safe places. People don't rob you so fast. Mother told me stories about castles, about knights and princesses. Oh, like what? Like the one about Tristan and Isolde. They drank a potion and had to love each other for 3 years. I know that one. Jack, do you think there's a princess in this castle? It would be so nice to see a real princess one day.
What do you want? Get lost.
Okay.
Jack, be careful. Don't get too close.
I can't believe the Earl allowed his daughter to refuse him. How scandalous.
Well, William Hamley is an idiot.
I wouldn't marry him either. She deserves someone better. Such a very bright and charming girl.
No, she's an arrogant one, just like her father.
Don't say that. It's not arrogance. It's nobility. You have to be like that if you want people to respect you.
I agree. She will do fine. It's the Earl's son I'm more worried about. To think that coward is set to be next in line.
At least he knows how to order people around.
Right. What a brat.
Hello, my name is Jack.
What is it, boy? You just want to stand there and stare? All right, then. Let's see what you've got.
Are you a knight?
No talking. That'd be cheating.
Yeah.
You're good. Could kill a boar with that stare. Pierce it like an arrow. Ever tried that, boy? Stare a boar to death?
No, but I can kill a deer with a rock.
You know what had happened to a boy who claimed he'd killed a deer?
Only the king is allowed to, right?
Aye, or the queen for that matter. Whoever has their arse on the bloody throne end of summer. Used to be that anyone could hunt, but these are proper times now. Decent and orderly. At least when it comes to butchering deer, that is.
Will you be fighting soon?
Why are you asking? Alright, let me tell you a secret. Can you keep a secret? What color is your shite, boy?
Brown.
Nice. Mine's grey, like ash. But that's a secret, isn't it? For my shite's color is neither your nor anyone else's business. So you'd better keep that to yourself. Got it?
Advice.
Huh.
What a strange boy.
Advice in the 1200s.
Are you knights?
We are? Why, you want to be like us?
Like you?
Tell you what, snatch us some food from the king, and we might train you.
Very good. That should be a valuable first lesson.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Get me killed.
Watch your step, you little twit.
Don't mind him, boy. That's just William Hamley. He was hoping for a princess, but all he got was a boot.
What's he doing? Do you think he forgot something?
His dignity, perhaps.
Look, you strike me as an honest worker, but we have a right who does all the repairs for us.
Then something else, maybe? I heard rumours that there's all kinds of work here.
Well, unfortunately, it's not builders we're looking for. Actually, it's quite the opposite.
I understand. Thank you for your consideration.
Sheik, I'll probably do this chapter and then call it for the night. The
Walk with
evening.
me, boy.
I'm sorry, boy. The Lady Aliena won't see any visitors today.
I want to see the lady.
My, you are just as rude as her previous visitor, aren't you? All want but no manners.
Can I see her?
May I see her?
May I?
As I said already, she won't receive any more visitors today. At least not any scoundrels. Not after that Hamley boy tried to propose to her. Again. She'd rather enjoy some quiet than another wide-eyed piglet who thinks himself a minstrel. Now don't start singing, please.
Hamley?
Yes, Percy Hamley's son, William. Now, off you go.
Lady Aliena?
A charming young woman. She lives on top of the keep.
Like a princess?
Well, no. Although, I suppose she would make a splendid queen indeed. For now, she is just the Earl of Shiring's daughter, and quite good at her role, if I may say so. And farewell to you.
He burned it. Long night shall be your reward. And what lady would not want that?
So, have you heard about anyone else who might need a mason?
Last summer they were building at the monastery in Shaftesbury, but they might be finished now.
Been to Shaftesbury. Already too many masons for too little work. What about Earl's Castle?
That's up to the Earl and his steward to decide. I can't say.
Even a fool can see these buildings need work. If the Earl's not worrying about his stalls and his kitchens, it might be something else.
Did you know there's a princess living here?
Well, I heard the Earl has a daughter, but that's about it.
What do you need work for?
It pays. It buys shelter and clothing and we don't have to starve. Not everyone can live in a forest, boy.
No?
No. People need to be around people. And for that, things have to be set in stone. Like the laws in towns, or rents, or wages. If everyone did whatever they liked, things would get very bad very quickly.
Can't you work somewhere else?
Not if we want to eat tonight. I'm going to talk to some people. You just keep an eye out. And if you see something I can fix, let me know.
Let's see.
Come on. Bring us something tasty.
The keep is right up there. You want to become a knight, don't you?
There's a princess in that tower.
Have you told Martha yet?
Oh, show me.
But this big dog.
My lady,
Yes, Matthew?
there are 2 children downstairs, desperately wanting to see you.
Children?
A rather cheerful little girl and an annoying boy.
Well, considering that it is my role to tend to my father's guests, I believe I can see them.
Your father let you renounce a wedding. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if you declined this as well.
But a cheerful little girl?
And an annoying boy.
We will get along. You may bring them up.
How dare you call me annoying?
Oh, it's you. I noticed you and your parents from my window. What can I do for you? You're quite shy, aren't you? Would you like something to eat?
But they won't serve food yet.
They do what I tell them. I will have Matthew get you some bread.
Yes, please. Where's your mother?
My mother died.
Aren't you sad?
I was, but that was a long time ago. My brother Richard can't even remember her.
My mother's dead too.
When did she die?
Last week.
Oh. Who's that woman with you then?
That's my mother.
And where's your father?
I never had a father.
Where did you come from then?
From my mother. All young things come from their mothers. What have fathers got to do with it?
I think you should have a word with your mother. Come on, I want to show you something. Have you ever been up this high before?
No. Wow. All the people look so small. Like little mice. You must be up here every day.
I used to, but nowadays I try to hold myself back.
Why?
We are about to make some great enemies. If our first assault fails, they may want to lay siege to our castle, so I will have to get used to staying up here for a long while. I suppose this view will bore me soon enough. Till then, I'm trying to keep it special.
And you're sharing it with us? I don't think that I'd ever get bored by this.
Come on, let's go back down. Matthew will take you to your parents.
How did it go?
Oh, she was so pretty. Don't you agree, Jack?
The Lady Aliena thinks there will be an attack.
Here, go find Tom and tell him.
Oh, good lord. Where is Tom?
Lady Aliena is expecting an attack.
An attack? So the Earl is planning to go to battle.
You can reinforce.
That's very helpful, Jack. Now, why don't you help me find some damage to the castle? The Earl might not want to fight if his defences are in bad shape.
Huh?
No, I don't see any damage here. Oh, the well.
What is it, boy?
You can build castles?
Well, if I have the money and the people, yes. Maybe one day I'll show you how it's done.
Hmm.
Well, this is not going quite as planned. I'm trying to look for damage, but I don't see much.
Have you found Tom?
He's still trying to get work.
Then you should go back to him and learn how he succeeds.
What if he fails?
Well, he is stubborn and proud. Whatever happens, there will be a lesson.
I wish I was like her.
Trying to figure out how you advance the plot.
Something tells me you should go and help Tom.
Okay.
They refused you.
Oh, just because work rarely falls into one's lap, that doesn't mean there is none. I'll give this place a look over while you tell your mother to be patient.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go up here.
I see you're opting to become part of the furnishings. Well, grab any corner you like and invigorate it with your presence. It would make us all very, very happy.
Nice guy.
We have followers all over the south of England.
Of course. You're the Earl, after all.
A title doesn't guarantee anything, my son.
I don't understand. Is that why you sent all those letters?
Snap, I don't know what to do, because the only other thing I can do, I think, would get me in trouble. Shit, I don't know what to do. Alright, I guess we're still in the chicken. I'm not giving it to the knights though. They're dicks.
Where did you get that?
Just eat it.
Well, alright. Maybe you're not so bad after all. Hey, boy, come here. Say, what do you think about Tom?
He's nice.
Well, let me tell you something. He may seem nice, but he really doesn't care about anyone but himself. Whatever you do, he doesn't care. He'll just drag you into his own misery. So take my advice. If you and your mother want to stay, you better learn to shut up and put yourself second. That's all I'm saying.
How'd I end up way back there?
Alfred thinks Tom doesn't listen to anyone.
He should tell him then.
But how can he if Tom won't...
Reptile, what's up, dude?
Tom won't listen?
Well, if Alfred is angry at his father, you must make him listen.
Thanks for the host, bro.
If you keep your feelings secret, Alfred, nothing will change.
Give Reptile a shout out. What's up, dude? What were you playing? PUBG? How'd that go?
Alfred doesn't like your father.
What? Oh, maybe if Papa knew that, he could do something about it. He doesn't talk to Alfred that much.
Oh, that was yesterday? Bad as always. You don't like PlayerUnknown, Chick? Yeah, I'm trying out this game. It's called The Pillars of the Earth. Apparently it's really big in Europe. But in the States, no one cares.
Alfred is angry.
What? Why?
He says you're selfish and don't care about him.
Thank you for telling me, Jack.
Really?
I will talk to him later.
Yeah, there's like a guide for streamer achievements. I've hit most of them so far, but one of them is, the last partner one is, you have to, what's it called? You have to have 75 concurrent viewers, average, so I'm a fair ways off from that. Oh, that's where you got that emote, okay. Nice. Alright, well I still don't know what to do. I'm stuck trying to figure out how to advance the plot, Rip. Yeah, I'm lucky, like... For a while I was averaging like 12, now I think I'm back down to like 9 or 8. Yeah, but it's okay, because I'm not able to produce the content I want because of where I live, pretty much, so... Someday, someday.
What are you looking for?
Something to convince the Earl that keeping things the way they are won't do for long.
Really?
Could be something small, like washed out mortar or a loose column.
I must have been
I
hosted
need to see
then.
the hole before I can carve them rock.
Because I don't remember more than like 14 people. Oh, it's all good. When I do the content I want to do, I know I can build up to it. It's just a matter of getting in the right place for it. Are you going for partner 2, Rep?
Tom wouldn't find work here.
The well is ramshackle. Oh, affiliate's pretty good. No complaints. Partner, at that point you get featured a little bit more prominently, but you also you have a chance to really open the door with developers at that point. And be like, yo, you want to sponsor me? You want to give me, you know, early demos or something?
The well is in bad repair.
It is? Yeah, very good, Jack. That's one thing the Earl needs to get fixed for sure. Now, see if you can spot any more damage.
What the heck?
This looks good to me. This looks good to me.
Oh, what about this? You guys stream a bit more? I saw you streaming the other day, Rep. I usually don't say anything because you're usually pretty absorbed in PUBG. And I think like you were speaking Spanish, right? So I didn't want to distract you from your teammates. Yeah.
There is a wall without mortar.
If that's true, you have a very keen eye. Now, see if you can spot one more area of damage.
Yeah, I think PUBG is definitely the, it's a game where it's okay not to engage the viewers as much because you're trying to survive.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe it's on the wall. I don't see nothing. Yeah. I guess at that point it kind of just depends how good you are and multitasking and all that. You guys see any damage thing besides the well? I gotta find one more. Oh, maybe it's this. Battlement. I really like this game. It's too bad no one cares about it. Yeah, I don't have a second monitor either. I play on a TV and like the chat is over here on the lower right and their game's up here on the upper left. And then the stream stuff's all down here. So, but I'm thinking of getting a second, what do you call it, a 4K TV during Black Friday, but we'll just have to see what kind of deals there are. need to get out of here. Oh, you got DBI, yeah. I got an extra monitor too, but it's the old connector, so it doesn't work anymore for the newer computers. Unless I get like one of those converters or whatever. I gotta investigate what the best way of doing that is.
The battlements are broken.
I noticed that already. Well, that should do for now. Now, stay sharp. You did a very good job, son. Now, come along. You deserve to see if it works.
Oh, Sheik, did you build your new computer?
Look, I'd like to give you work, but we don't need you.
I just hope you're not expecting a siege soon.
Why do you say that?
Your defences are in bad repair.
Be specific, man.
The mortar in your walls has come away in places. This leaves an opening for a crowbar, and once there's a hole, it's easy to pull the entire wall down.
Anything else?
Yeah. The keep has an undercroft with a wooden door. If I were attacking the keep, I'd go through that door and start a fire in the stores.
And if you were the Earl, how would you prevent that?
I'd have a pile of stone ready shaped and a supply of sand and lime for mortar.
Hold on, I'll look in a second.
And a mason standing by ready to block up that doorway in times of danger.
I think it's really old.
Matthew, may I have a word with you?
Well, we have a home. For now. Is that all right for you all?
Of course.
Alfred?
Why are you asking me?
Because you're a builder. I think you have a say in it too.
It's fine with me.
Grab your things, everyone, and follow me. It's time we put a roof over our heads.
Look like shit.
And thus Tom Builder had finally found work.
Yeah, the second monitor, it's
Did
mostly...
we know then that it wouldn't last for long?
It's mostly for like farming and playing music and other stuff. Alright, it looks like we did pretty good in this chapter. I'll be right back and I'll show you the monitor. It's a little... Hold on. You can actually see what I'm showing you. There's on the back. There. Sorry, it's hard to keep still. So if I want, I can use that one. So it's gonna look like crap, but oh well. Okay. I think I'm good for now, guys. This game's actually really cool. I'm gonna play more of it. We'll look at the entrance to the chapter real quick. Quick reptile, go live, I'll host you.
It's good you sent your brother to tell your flock in St. John's about your nomination. If you'd gone yourself, they might not have let you leave again.
There is a good chance I will return to St. John's after the election today.
Why so pessimistic?
Many of the brothers still want Remigius to become prior.
Philip,
Yes?
there was an incident with one of our novices.
What kind of incident?
Remigius caned him. He was bleeding all over.
He could barely walk, but walk he did. We called out for him, but he did not turn around. He never looked back.
He ran away?
He is not the first. And it wasn't the first time Brother Marcus was punished either.
Brother Marcus?
Yes, he stole my keys and food. You reported him to Remigius.
I did, but he is practically a child.
Remigius really goes too far.
Last year, he hit a novice. The poor soul became deaf in 1 year.
Holy crap.
Tell me, Philip, what will be the first thing that you do when you're elected? Tell me, Philip, what will be the first thing that you do when you're elected?
Repair the cathedral. I don't even know what a scriptatorium is.
We must become self-sufficient and pay off our debts.
Yes, we must.
It will take years of hard work.
You just keep doing what you have always done, Milius. And we will teach the brothers out there to do the same.
You cannot go in there.
What was that?
Who are these people?
Sounds like a war is coming.
Hey! Step back. Step back, I say.
What is going on out there?
Soldiers?
Did they start a war again? Those fools.
Philip! It's Francis. They have Francis.
Francis.
Oh, there you go.